Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to a new episode of NBA Got Game TV, and like always, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at my personal top 5 centers of all time, which was incredibly difficult, but still I wanted to do it. And just to be clear, those players are not in a specific order, and once you finish with the video, please post your top 5 in the comments below. But before we start with this video, please subscribe to my channel. Also underneath the video, you will see a link to my Facebook page. Likes are like always really appreciated. And I would say without any more blah blah, let's start the video. We're gonna start off our list with Wilt Distilled Chamberlain, the most dominant player of the early NBA days. Not only did he score 100 points in a single game, but he also averaged 50 points for an entire season, which was crazy and unheard of even until today. Wilt was a freak of nature and definitely should be in my top 5.
Where in 2 years of varsity basketball, Wilt scored over 1,400 points, grabbed nearly 900 rebounds, and averaged nearly 30 points a game for the University of Kansas. After one season touring with the Harlem Globetrotters, Chamberlain began his NBA career back home in Philadelphia during the 59-60 season. As a rookie, he averaged 37.6 points per game, played in his first of 13 All-Star games, and helped his team to the playoffs. During his 14-year pro career, he played with 3 different teams, leading them all to the playoffs. It was his battles underneath with Bill Russell that became famous for their warlike intensity. But very few could deny Wilt. He could fake, he could dribble, and oh, that finger roll. Today, we celebrate his most impressive outing as a player. It was March 2nd, 1962. Philadelphia was playing the New York Knicks in Hershey, Pennsylvania, when Wilt Chamberlain slayed the record book. On this day, 28 years ago, Wilt made 36 of 63 field goal attempts. He also connected on 28 free throws, a total of 100 points, all single-game NBA records.
The thing that I really began to reflect on as a 100-point game was that the other team, being the Knicks, were trying their best to keep me from scoring any points at all. They would do things like foul my other teammates. They would freeze the ball for as long as they could. They would do all sorts of dumb things. They weren't even trying to win the game. They were just trying to keep me from scoring 100. So scoring 100 points in a game was a great feat.
And the next player on our list is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not only the all-time leading scorer, but also the master of the most unguardable and unstoppable move ever, the sky hook. This guy literally won everything you can win as a basketball player, and many consider him to be the best big of all time. So how can I not have him in my top 5
Kareem
list?
Abdul-Jabbar was one of the greatest players in the game. You just look at the numbers, you look at the championships, you look at the most valuable player awards that he won. He played the game in a way that very few before him or after him have even come close to doing.
Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr. was born April 16, 1947 in New York City. By the 8th grade, he stood a towering 6'8" and was able to dunk a basketball.
Kareem went to Power Memorial High School in New York, and they won 3 city championships, and he put up mega numbers.
Alcindor went to UCLA, where he played for legendary coach John Wooden and won 3 national championships.
When the NCAA banned the dunk, it was sort of widely known. They didn't call it that, of course, but it was the Alcindor rule. I mean, they never said it was because of Alcindor, but it clearly was.
And the next player on our list is Shaquille O'Neal, aka the Diesel, another Los Angeles Laker. I recently uploaded an entire video about how great Shaquille O'Neal was. That guy was a beast and probably the most dominant player to ever play in the NBA. But he also had a great skill set. Kenny Smith said it best, if Shaquille O'Neal was a 6-footer, he would still be in the NBA.
I'm about to retire. Love you. Talk to you soon.
And with that social media announcement, Shaquille O'Neal ended his basketball career the same way he played the game. He did it his way. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Smith, and for the next half hour, NBA TV will celebrate the career of Shaq, a dominating presence on the court with a personality even larger than his 7-foot frame. An NBA career that spanned nearly 20 years across 2 centuries began with his selection as the #1 overall pick by the Orlando Magic.
And I'm really going to miss the free throws.
Well, a dubious record for missed free throws held by Shaq. He and Wilt Chamberlain are the only players to have missed 5,000 in their careers. But Shaq's other numbers stand tall: 5th in points, 2nd in field goal percentage, 12th in rebounds, and 7th in block shots. But the numbers tell only a part of the story. Shaq's peers and mentors weighed in on his retirement. Well, Shaq and the Lakers won 3 straight titles, and he added a 4th with Miami in 2006. Here's a look at his championship moments.
Champions of the basketball world!
And the next player on our list is Bill Russell, the guy that has more rings than fingers. What can you say about Bill Russell? He was never the most skilled player on the court, but still he showed that he can impact the game like nobody else.
A statue is defined as a carved or cast figure of a person, especially one that is life-size or larger. Or in Bill Russell's case, one that represents a legend who has made a difference that's larger than life.
We're honored to be here to honor this great man, Bill Russell. Appreciate you coming back from Boston, and here's the statue.
Some of the biggest names throughout the nation came to see Bill Russell's statue unveiling on November 1st. But Russell, who turns 80 today, started to build his legacy years ago.
I mean, Bill Russell is the Celtics. He and Red Auerbach brought in the era of 11 championships in 13 years. He's the greatest winner in the history of sports.
Bill Russell transcends sports. You know, he's a global figure. He's done so much for out there in the community, and people respect him as a champion.
An 11-time NBA champion to be exact. Russell was also a 12-time All-Star and a 5-time league MVP. He is the greatest winner in North American sports. He is the true definition of a Hall of Famer.
And the last player on my list is also my personal favorite big of all time, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Many people seem to forget that when Jordan retired, Hakeem Olajuwon was considered to be the best player in the world. That guy had the best footwork in NBA history, a great shot blocker, great defender, and a 2-time champion. But before we get to the last clip of the video, also special shout out to Moses Malone. He easily could have been on my top 5, but I had to make a decision. So let's see Hakeem Olajuwon.
Down to Hakeem, baseline move. Oh, Olajuwon!
For Olajuwon, a spot on the Olympic team seems to be a perfect fit.
They call Hakeem the Dream, but to defend him is a nightmare.
I think it's just it's so natural, you know, my nickname and also to be on a dream team. That is truly a dream for me.
A native of Nigeria, Olajuwon's dream of representing his adopted country once seemed out of reach. But in 1995, 2 years after becoming a U.S. citizen, Hakeem was allowed to compete as an American in international competition.
Because of the rules, that dream was kind of lost for a while. So this was just another example to have faith, not to lose hope.
Olajuwon's remarkable career has been a study in faith and perseverance. He needed both in the 1994 NBA playoffs when the Rockets repeatedly had their backs against the wall. But Hakeem's determination carried his team to the top.
Easily gets away from Lillard. And the foul. He has been unstoppable. And the Houston Rockets, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, are the world champions of 1994. Took them 10 years, but Hakeem finally has won the big one.
Looking to do it all over again the next year, Houston defied the odds and returned to the finals. Going head-to-head against Shaq and the Orlando Magic, Hakeem was again remarkable.
The big men have battled here tonight. Olajuwon, beautiful move. He puts it up, under him up, tipped in by Hakeem. The Houston Rockets have won their second consecutive NBA championship.
A lot of things enter into winning a championship, but I without a doubt think he's carried that team both years.
If I have to sum up Hakeem's performance, I'd have to say it's legendary. It's something that people will talk about for many years and is something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Hakeem has secured his place among the game's legends and is now aiming for even greater glory.
To be selected as one of the players to represent the United States, that's a big honor. I feel so honored and so proud to be wearing the uniform.
Hey, and thanks for watching this video. We really hope you enjoy our content, and if you'd like to support our channel, you can do these things. First, subscribe to our channel and click the notifications button so you will always be up to date when we upload a new video. And also check out our Facebook page. You will find the link underneath the video. Likes are very appreciated. Thanks a lot.